If you have a question about your love journey, I'm offering a Valentine's Day special for the Lenormand Love Reading the entire month of February. Visit thesacredpath11.com/Lotus Readings and use code LOVE50 for $25 off. Peace, love, and light.
Hello, TSP. Happy Sunday. This is the weekly Lenormand reading for the week of February 9th, 2020. I hope everyone is enjoying this beautiful weekend. I am in tune, asking Lenormand what message or messages does the Sacred Path group need to know to help guide your week this week. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, please like this video and subscribe to the Sacred Path YouTube channel. And if you'd like to be notified when the newest video is posted, please hit that bell and you will be notified. And thank you for subscribing. Okay, so let's see what Lenormand has for us this week. All right, I'm going to tighten this shot just a little. All right, let's see what Lenormand has for us. We have the Rider, the Lily, and the Whip. All of a sudden, it's gotten warm. I'll explain why in a minute. The Rider, the Lily, and the Whip. Okay, let me tell you what these cards mean, and then I will tell you what I see. The central theme of this flip this week is the Lily card. The Lily card is about patience and virtue. It is about an older generation, and it is about peace, okay, and respite. It's a beautiful card. It really, and this is also about wisdom and knowledge, okay? Wisdom and knowledge. So I remember a few weeks ago or a couple weeks ago, the Fox card showed up. It actually showed up 2 weeks in a row. And when giving the meaning to that card, I said that it was the only card in the deck that has a duality. And I totally, completely forgotten that this card, the Lily card, also has a duality to it. Now, I mentioned patience and virtue and wisdom and knowledge and an older generation and peace and respite. It's a lovely, lovely card. The duality to this card is that it is also a card that represents sensual pleasures. Okay, are you getting a hint as to why it's getting hot in here? Sensual pleasures. This is a lovely card, okay? So this card can mean any or all of those things that I've just described, okay? And then we have the Rider. The Rider is about announcements and messages, okay? Quick messages. I'm going to hold this card up. I've done this before where I've explained that in other variations of the Lenormand images and other Lenormand decks, the Rider is usually a man on a horse. But this card depicts a woman on the horse, and I absolutely love it. And if you can see, I'm going to hold it up a little more, there's a satchel of mail around her, and she's holding a letter. So this is about messages and announcements. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. This also represents rapid modes of transportation as well as short-term visitors. Usually, when you see this card, you expect news or a visitor, one or the other. Think about back in the olden days, in the early days of America, of the United States. This is how we got our mail, the Pony Express. Okay, so messages, announcements, short-term visitors, rapid modes of transportation, okay? And then we have the whip. Now, this card is also known as the whip broom. I'm going to hold this up because if you can see this image, the whip is in the forefront of the image and behind the whip is a broom. It means repetitive, negative repetitive motions, painful repetitive motions. This card is also about habits. A lot of times, because this is a no negative card, it could be about bad habits or repetitive habits that we need to break. This is also about anger, okay, and angry words, okay, arguments, disagreements. This also is can be about physical, okay, physical pain, physical punishment. There's the whip, physical punishment, okay. Abuse is another word that can come with this, okay. Now, this card can also mean sex. And as opposed to the sensual pleasures, lovely, beautiful sensual pleasures, this card represents that physical kind of hurt so good sex, just straight up sex. And the fact that these two cards are next to each other and that this week is a Valentine's Day week. Valentine's Day, I believe, is this Friday, February 14th. This reading is going to get really steamy. So I'm going to warn you now, now that I've told you what these cards mean. I am going to tell you what I see here. Again, I'm going to warn you that this is going to be a steamy reading and a lot of fun. I like these readings very much. Can you tell I'm a Scorpio? Okay. So obviously, if this writer is representing a visitor, someone is coming to have some fun. Some physical, sensual pleasures are in store this week. Now, I told you the writer represents announcements and messages as well. So this could also be kind of a naughty message or a sensual, sexual message. But this could also mean that someone's coming to visit, aka booty call. That's definitely what I see. It's the first thing I noticed, especially with these two cards next to each other. Sensual pleasures, hurt so good. That's the first thing that I see. Okay. I also see, let's see, a settlement of an argument or disagreement. So remember I told you that the lily represents kind of peace. Peace, okay? So I see that there probably was a disagreement here, angry words. Okay, remember I told you about the whip. And so there's this person is going to send a message, or maybe it's you, send a message or visit someone, and that disagreement or argument will be settled. Okay. What else do I see here? Because the writer is about rapid modes of transportation, isn't just about rapid modes of transportation. The announcements, the messages come quickly, almost all of a sudden. So perhaps there is a person in your life that maybe you've had a crush on, and all of a sudden that crush turns into passion. This is something that I see this week as well. This week, Lenormand is saying go for it, act on it, or be open to it if you're the receiver of this energy. This is a fun a fun thing that I'm telling you. There's nothing serious about this, but there could be some resistance, I think, to opening up physically to someone. Lenormand is saying open up, and I'm giggling because of the lily and what it looks like. So you can kind of make your own conclusions about that. Let me hold this card up too. Look at the lily card and what it looks like. Open up to the beautiful energy. It's definitely going to be passionate. I keep going back. The main energy of this flip this week is all about sensual pleasures, sexual encounters, messages about such, visitors regarding such. I do see things regarding settling arguments, disagreements, or forgiveness. That's another thing that I see here. Um, the lily is also about forgiveness, okay? And so, whatever disagreement or argument or resentment that was felt will be put in the past this week, there will be an opportunity to forgive. Perhaps the opportunity is to forgive yourself. Okay, forgive yourself. Perhaps you're angry with yourself. Lenormand is saying, forgive yourself. Be patient with yourself. Okay, there are lessons, wisdom, and knowledge to be learned. As a matter of fact, with all of the messages, even though it's a little cheeky this week, with all of the messages this week, there are lessons to be learned. Okay, but that is what I see here, and I am going to add more messages in this week's blog post on a TLotus Thought the blog. The link to that will be in the description below. Click on that, and it will take you to the blog post. So happy Valentine's Day, y'all. The energy of this flip is definitely um adult in nature, and mostly just heavy with sensual pleasures. Perhaps some experimentation in the bedroom. This is what I see here. Now, this could be an actual physical thing where someone is visiting, you get together, or this could be messages regarding such. Okay. And that is what I see here. And I hope that this has resonated with you. I'm nosy, y'all. Send me messages. Let me know if this materializes in your life this week. This is going to be fun. And if it has, leave a message or a comment under this video when it is done. And if you're interested in a one-on-one Lenormand reading, I am offering, I believe at the beginning of this video is a promo for the Lenormand love reading. It's a special reading that I do all about your love journey and any questions that you have. Or if you just want a regular reading regarding any area of your life, please visit my website at thesacredpath11.com/Lotus Readings. I will also drop that link in the description below, and you can schedule your reading right away. All right. Well, this has been a wonderful reading. By the way, neutral, positive, negative. So this is an even or balanced reading. Okay. With that, I want to wish you peace, love, and light. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday and an amazing week ahead.